As young women, we are not just spectators. We are active participants in the development of Zimbabwe. This Women's Month, we reflect on the giant strides made by His Excellency, our President, Dr. Edi Mnangagwa. He has not just spoken about empowering women, he has acted. Allow me to also recognize our patron of the Young Women for Economic Development, who is the First Lady of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Dr. Auxilia Mnangagwa. We want to appreciate her for the guidance, and we want to appreciate her for the work she has done in terms of women empowerment. We also greatly appreciate the Women's League, who we've worked with together, led by Madam Senate President Amai Chinomona, as well as our national chairperson for ZANU-PF, Amai Muchinguri. We are celebrating the Women's Month, and we've taken it upon ourselves this time, in this month, as Young Women for ED, to also be able to outline why we are supporting Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3. We are here today to send a clear message for the young women in Zimbabwe. We, as the Young Women for ED, fully endorse Constitutional Amendment number 3. This amendment is about continuity. It ensures that the development trajectory set by the president, the roads, the dams, the new parliament, the empowerment of the youth, the empowerment of young people, the empowerment of young women is not disrupted, but consolidated. We want to see Vision 2030 through, and the president needs adequate time to finish the job he has started so brilliantly. It is my duty as the chairperson, national chairperson of Young Women for ED, and also a legislator, to explain the reasoning behind our support. We need to be very clear. This is not about personalities. It is about principles. Principles which include governance, stability of our nation. Let me outline the key reason why these amendments is not just desirable, but necessary for Zimbabwe. Nations are built on 5-year sprint plans. They are not built on 5-year sprint plans. They are built on 20, 30, and 50-year visions. Vision 2030 is our roadmap to an upper middle income economy. And this is a long journey. Constitutional Amendment number 3 is about aligning our political term with the lifespan of our national development plans. The amendment is necessary to ensure that the hand of the tiller remains steady until we reach the destination, and the destination is Vision 2030. The president has steered the economy to achieve a single-digit inflation for the first time in over 2 decades. And according to the World Bank, Zimbabwe has the fastest growing economy in sub-Saharan Africa. Let us be honest. The moment an election is announced, the country pauses. Investors get nervous. Government businesses slow down, and the focus shifts from service delivery to campaigning. If we were to have elections in 2028 as initially scheduled, by 2026, they could be busy. Right now, we'll be talking about a lot of politicking. It would have already started. That would mean 2 years of minimum development focus, followed by a new government finding its feet. Truly speaking, that is a waste of precious time. By harmonizing the terms, we are effectively buying ourselves a decade of development without the distraction of elections. It allows the executive to focus entirely on the economy, on jobs, and on empowering people like the young women that we have today. This is not about giving power to one man. It is about removing uncertainty to give peace and development a chance. Constitutional Amendment number 3 finds its roots from Resolution number 1, which was passed in 2 successive ZANU-PF conferences. And as you all know, that ZANU-PF is the majority party, and we are an affiliate of the ruling party. And as you know, the voice of the people is the voice of God. This was mentioned in the ZANU-PF conferences, and therefore it is implementation of what was already agreed upon by the majority party. We need to also understand that this is not a radical break of norms. It is a pragmatic response to our developmental needs. It is about giving our nation the same tools that others have used to succeed. One would ask again to say why we need to support this amendment. I do not support it, or we do not support it as Young Women for ED, because you know very well we are proponents of President Mnangagwa. It is not about that. We are doing it because we know very well that this is the right foot going forward for us to foster development, for us to be able to move towards Vision 2030, for us to be able to pursue development, for us to be able to know where we're going as a nation. As we celebrate Women's Month, let us be women who think beyond the moment. Let us think about Zimbabwe that we want beyond 2030. Let us support the mechanism that will get us there. I really want to thank all the provincial chairpersons who are represented here today, where they shared their specific sentiments from their respective provinces. And we are glad to be part of that journey. Allow me to then be able to give a slogan that we have as Young Women for ED to say, Constitutional Amendment number 3, oye! Oye! Constitutional Amendment number 3, oye! Oye! Thank you very much.